Out of all of the characters in Berserk, if there's one character that deserves a special mention, it is our best girl, Luca. Introduced in the Conviction arc, Luca is probably one of the most level-headed characters in the series, which is a rare thing considering every other character is in one way or another messed up in the head. Now, the thing that I like the most about Luca is her overall demeanor. By this point, you all know that the Conviction arc is one of my most favorite arcs in the series. It is not because I like seeing people forage for food, but rather because the Conviction arc focused on the base nature of humanity. Almost every character that was introduced in the arc was messed up, Nina and Mongoose being prime contenders. But while everything was bleak at St. Albion, there was light in the form of Luca. Regardless of her profession, Luca wasn't your typical Conviction arc character. The reason being that this best girl had what other characters did not: a heart. Luca was the bright light of the Conviction arc. Her actions and interactions with the other characters at St. Albion, most notably her girls, showed us that even in the darkest of darkness, there can exist people who are the shining light of the world. When things went south and the entire tower of St. Albion became a cesspool of insanity, Luca maintained composure and calmness and made sure that everyone, especially Nina, was safe from the darkness. Her interactions with the egg of the perfect world were enlightening as well. By the way, the egg deserves a special video in and of itself. But what is important to note here is that Luca was the best person to have the kind of conversation that the egg had. He specifically called her a light amidst the darkness because of her nature. On the other side, Luca didn't disregard the egg's plight and instead empathized with him rather than have a talk with him. I can say that low-key she might have agreed with the egg's objective of the perfect world, but that is headcanon from my end, so let us just disregard that altogether. After the insanity reached its peak and the Hawk of Light came into the world, Luca wondered about the egg in what I can only assume to be a sympathetic manner, which goes to show the kind of person that she is. Now it is time for the more interesting part of the video. Luca, as of this moment, is not at St. Albion. She is at Falconia, where she is running an inn with her group of girls, minus Nina, who is away somewhere with Joachim. I don't know if I pronounced that right. She has come into direct contact with Rickard, Daiba, and Erika. In those conversations, we've seen her think of the Black Swordsman and his ability to wield a massive sword. Now, let's look at Casca. When she came back to her actual self, Casca remembered the events that took place at St. Albion. Right now, after Griffith did that thing, she's at Falconia as well, albeit in house arrest. Both of these characters are in close proximity to one another, and I personally theorize that when Casca gets out of Falconia, if things come to that, I feel that Luca would play a major role in that whole scenario. The thing with Luca is that even if all of what I've theorized doesn't happen, I still want Luca and Casca to have that reunion and see them talk about St. Albion, Casca's actual strength, and most of all see Luca talk about the efforts of the Black Swordsman in trying to rescue her at St. Albion. Thanks for watching.